So, you just got your heart stomped on. It feels like the end of the world, right? You're probably listening to sad songs, staring at your ceiling and wondering where you went wrong. Relax, my friend. This is not the end. This is your origin story. Welcome to level 1 of becoming a legend. Our mission, should you choose to accept it, is to collect 100 girlfriends by the time you hit 30. Why 100? Because it sounds cool. It's a nice round number. It's a goal that says, I have experienced life, learned my lessons, and probably have a lot of stories to tell my future grandkids, or my 50 cats. This isn't about being a heartbreaker, it's about being a heart learner. Think of it like this. Love is a subject in the University of Life and you just failed a major exam. So what? Do you drop out of school? No. You study harder, you learn from your mistakes, and you aim to ace the next quiz. Each relationship, or even a failed Alaga stage, is a pop quiz. You learn what works and what doesn't. You figure out your strengths and weaknesses. Maybe you're bad at remembering anniversaries but great at making instant noodles at 3 a.m. That's valuable data. The goal isn't to be a cold, unfeeling robot. The goal is to be a smart, well-prepared student who knows that one failed test doesn't define your entire academic career. The path to 100 girlfriends is not for the faint of heart. It requires dedication, a bit of charm, and a very organized contact list on your phone. You will face many challenges. You will get rejected. You will spend money on dates that go nowhere. You might even get a drink thrown in your face at a party. But each experience is a lesson. Each no brings you closer to a yes. Each heartbreak makes your emotional immune system stronger. It's like playing a video game. You don't just beat the final boss on your first try, you have to grind, level up, and collect experience points. So let's make a pact. From this day forward, we stop being victims of love. We become students of it. We will observe, we will learn, and we will apply our knowledge. We will turn our tragedies into comedies. Our goal is not just to get over your ex, it's to get better for your next, and the next, and the next one after that. This isn't about collecting people like trading cards. It's a funny, exaggerated way of saying you should embrace the journey, learn from everyone you meet, and never let one person's opinion of you stop you from finding your own happiness. Ready? Class is now in session. After a breakup, your heart tells you to beg, to plead, to write a novel-length text message at 2 a.m. explaining your feelings. Your brain, however, should be telling you to perform an autopsy. We need to figure out the cause of death of your relationship. Was it a sudden, unexpected tragedy, or were there signs all along? Let's look at the usual suspects. First, the dreaded friend zone. This is when you've given your all, your time, your effort, your allowance for her milk tea addiction, only to hear the words, "You're like a brother to me." Ouch. That's not a breakup, that's a demotion. It's a clear sign that you were applying for a job that was never open to begin with. Next on our list is the classic third party. This is the plot twist in your love story that you never saw coming but probably should have. Maybe you saw your girlfriend laughing a little too hard at someone else's jokes, or perhaps she started mentioning a new friend from her class a little too often. When a third person enters the picture, it's like a group project where you did all the work, but someone else's name gets put on the final paper. It's a signal that the connection you thought was exclusive is now open for public bidding, and you, my friend, are being outbid. Don't fight it. You can't win a war on two fronts. Then we have the red flags. These are the warning signs you ignored because you were too busy looking at your partner through heart-shaped glasses. Did she cancel plans last minute all the time? Did she only text you when she needed something like a ride home from a party or help with her thesis? Did you feel like you were always walking on eggshells, afraid to say the wrong thing? These are not features, they are bugs in the system. Ignoring red flags is like seeing a wet floor sign and deciding to run and slide on it anyway. You know it's going to end badly, but you do it because it seems exciting at the moment. The point of this autopsy isn't to blame them or to feel sorry for yourself. It's about collecting data. The friend zone teaches you to recognize when your affection isn't returned. A third party teaches you to value loyalty and to walk away when it's gone. Red flags teach you to trust your gut. These aren't failures. They're lessons from the LPU of love, the Lyceum of Pagabig University. You can't graduate to the next level if you don't understand why you failed the previous one. So, take out your notebook, analyze the data, and prepare for the next semester. There's a whole campus of opportunities out there. So, the relationship is officially over. The autopsy is complete. Now what? Your heart wants to hibernate. It wants to watch sad movies and eat a gallon of ice cream. Your brain needs to take over now. It's time for the brain-powered move-on. The first rule is to move fast. Not because you don't care, but because you care about yourself more. Wallowing in sadness is like hitting the snooze button on your life. It feels good for a few more minutes, but you'll end up being late for everything else. You have friends to see, parties to attend, and future girlfriends to meet. The world doesn't stop, so why should you? Think of moving on as your new homework assignment. The subject is advanced self-improvement. Your first task, delete everything. Photos, conversations, their number. It's not about erasing history, it's about clearing your desk for the next project. Keeping those things is like trying to study for your final exams with a loud party happening right next to you. It's a distraction. Go to the gym, read a book, learn a new skill. Focus on becoming a better version of yourself. When you're busy leveling up, you have less time to look back at the levels you've already completed. This is your training montage. Let's talk strategy. Monogamy, the idea of one person for life, is beautiful. But when it fails, the heartbreak is massive. Bigamy, having two spouses, is illegal and sounds like a logistical nightmare. So, for our educational purposes, let's explore polygamy in a funny way, not as marriage but as the art of dating and learning from many. Think of it as an internship. You don't just intern at one company your whole college life, right? You try different roles, different industries to see what fits you. Dating should be the same. Go out with the artist, the athlete, the bookworm, the party girl. Each one will teach you something new about yourself and what you truly want. This is where your brain is your greatest asset. Your heart will fall for the pretty face or the sweet words. Your brain will remember the lessons from your last breakup autopsy. When you meet someone new at a school event or a party, your heart might scream, "She's the one." Your brain will calmly say, "Hold on, let's gather some data first. Let's check for red flags." Using your brain doesn't make you heartless. It makes you smart. It protects your heart from making the same mistakes over and over again. It's the difference between blindly jumping off a cliff and checking for a parachute first. As we reach the end of this guide, let's get one thing straight. The goal of becoming a player and aiming for 100 girlfriends isn't about disrespecting women. It's a funny metaphor for living your life to the fullest and learning from your experiences instead of being paralyzed by them. It's about embracing a mindset of abundance, not scarcity. The world is full of amazing, interesting people. Why limit yourself to crying over the one person who decided they didn't want you? Your diploma from the University of Heartbreak should be a degree in self-worth with a major in moving on. It's about understanding that you are the main character in your own story. Too many people stay in unhappy relationships because they are afraid of being alone. They tolerate being ignored, being cheated on, or being made to feel small. They become, for lack of a better word, tanga. They choose to be tanga and taken rather than single and smart. But being single is not a curse. It's an opportunity. It's the time to build yourself, to pursue your passions, to strengthen your friendships, and to figure out who you are without someone else defining you. Being single and smart means you have standards. It means you know your worth. The ultimate goal isn't to reach 100 girlfriends by 30. The real goal is to become so happy and confident on your own that you don't need anyone else to complete you. And ironically, that's when you become most attractive. Confidence is the best cologne. Self-respect is the best outfit. A good sense of humor is the best pickup line. When you've mastered the art of being happy by yourself, you're no longer dating out of desperation, you're dating out of choice. You're not looking for someone to save you, you're looking for someone to share your awesome life with. So, go ahead. Be a player in the game of life. Learn the rules, play with strategy, and don't be afraid to lose a few rounds. Every loss is a lesson. Every heartbreak is a stepping stone. Whether you end up with one great love or have 100 interesting stories to tell, the important thing is that you lived, you learned, and you never settled for less than you deserve. In the end, it is always better to be single and smart than to be tanga and taken. Now, go out there and start your homework. Class dismissed.